A common question that I get asked all the time is, why is spending my mornings with God so important? So let's talk about it. Now, there is a ton of reasons why this is so important, but I'm only going to hit a few highlights. And if you have other questions, comment down below. So typically, whenever I don't start my mornings out with God, my day always feels like something went wrong. It is never as happy and joyful and peaceful and just a good day. And most of the time, I feel like something's missing. Now, when something's missing, it's very common for us to attach to worldly things, like our fleshly desires. We want more things that go against His Word because we're not rooted in His Word that morning. Now, think of it this way. You're at your favorite restaurant, your favorite Mexican restaurant, and you have been eating up those chips, and you all know what I'm talking about, with that queso dip, and you're just eating all those chips, and before you know it, you've gone through like 4 baskets of chips, and now you're not hungry, so the only thing you're going to be eating at dinner is chips. Now I want you to imagine if you didn't eat those chips, you didn't have that little appetizer, and you were still hungry, so you needed a meal. So you had to eat after. We can think of God's Word as those chips, our daily bread. If we read His Word and we're rooted in His Word every morning, we're filled with His joy and His purpose and His peace for us. So we're no longer desiring those worldly desires. Now, if we don't fill our mornings with His Word, we're going to need that meal afterwards. We're going to need those fleshly desires. We're going to feel unsatisfied all day. Our days are not going to go the way that we would want them to go, or things are going to happen, and you're not going to know how to face the situation. Now, spending time daily with God is so important, but mornings with God, in my opinion, is so important, because that is where you set yourself up for the day. That is where you set your day up to be as peaceful and joyful as you can, because you're allowing God to be in your heart and filling your mind and your soul with Him that day. The next time that you want to skip your morning with God, just remember that you need your daily bread, and you need it that morning before your day starts, so that you can have a joyful day full of Him, that He's in your day constantly and you're always thinking of Him.